What's up guys, Garrett here with Deranged, and tonight we're going to do a couple quick installs of some easy products, the Tusk Barricade / Tailgate, and the Tusk door bags that are actually made for a Polaris, but they will work on the KRX, and I'll show you that tonight. Also, if you plan on attending the UTV Takeover event at Sand Hollow, Utah, please come on down, and if you see us, say hi. We plan on being there at least a couple days, and we look forward to having a good time. Alright, so the next item that we want to show are these Tusk bags. So a lot of people have talked about Tusk bags that go on the door. These are actually for the RZR. So these are for the RZR 1000, the Turbo S, all the different RZRs except for the Pro. So I bought these on Rocky Mountain. They're relatively cheap. They came in a 2-pack for 40 bucks. So we got these originally actually for my dad's Turbo S, and because he has speakers in the door and whatnot, they did not work. So anyways, I got them. So I'm going to show you how to actually put them on your KRX. I've actually already installed one on the passenger side, and I'll show you how to install this one on the driver's side. They work extremely well, and they do line up with a couple of the bolts, and then you do have to add a couple other holes, and then you're good to go. So these work. They're a cheap option. I believe if they're not on sale, they're like $69.99. You can find them on Rocky Mountains. So you can use our link below in the description, or you can use the Amazon link that we'll provide too in case Rocky Mountain might be out of stock and you can find them on Amazon. So either way, very cheap solution to add some more storage. I really wanted these by the door in my KRX just to be able to put like phones, wallet, and different things like that in them versus up top in the dash. Okay, for the Tusk bags, so how this is going to work, and I'll show you on the driver's side, is that you will actually be able to use the screw here on the door. There's a screw here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it bolts in there, so you're going to have to screw it in there, and you actually can start by using the front screw right there on the door. After that, you will add a plastic push pin that you'll drill a hole for there. And also you'll drill a hole for one inside right here at the top. I can open this real quick. And you'll install that one as well. And that's about it. I don't think I need to install anything else. There's some tape that comes with these, Velcro, that I stuck on there real nicely. And they help hold it as well. But I think that's all I'm gonna need. Everything seems pretty sturdy. So we'll jump over on the driver's side and we'll get it installed. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take out that screw right there. So once I get that out, I'll go ahead and put the bag on because that helps me place everything else. So we'll just stick that in there and get this screwed back on. Okay, the only issue is right here, the way this mounts. If you look at closing the door, it goes right above the bar. So the bag does come right above the bar barely, but it does hit. The thing is too, is if you have custom seats, this will close it off a little bit. If you have your stock seats, you'll have this all open. It won't be a big deal for the bag, but this will smash my bag just a little bit right here. But I'm gonna try to pull all this up as high as I can when I get ready to install the top clips. So then that way it's up as high as possible, because this bar sits a little bit different than the one over there on the passenger side, but it'll work just fine. We'll get it figured out. All right, so you're going to use a smaller bit to drill the holes. Otherwise, your bit for the plastic rivets will not fit. So I'm going to come up almost as high as I can in here to help clear that door. So there's that. Now let's see how far I'm. Yeah, see this one, the hole's going to be off quite a bit than the door hole there, so that's okay. I'm going to go and put that screw back, and where the where the passenger side is, the screw hole will work. It just will not on this one. because I don't want it sitting so low on this side just because that bar is in the way. Alright guys, I just used a zip tie right here for the bottom one instead of the screw. But honestly, for 40 bucks, you know, up to 70 bucks, I don't think you can beat this setup. Also, the last thing is I'm going to be getting rid of the tailgate. So I've decided to be done with the stock OEM tailgate and actually put on a Tusk tailgate. The reason I want to put on the Tusk tailgate is because it does come out a little bit more here. And I wanted to see if I can provide a little bit more room to be able to slide another bag right in front, separate from what's in the cargo box. But I'm gonna throw it on, I'm gonna see what happens. If I like the overall look or not, I think I will. I've seen them on some KRXs. But I really wanna see if I can add a little bit of space to maybe even put an extra gas tank or who knows what back there between the tailgate and the cargo box. I don't have much space now, so I want to go ahead and do that. All right, so we're going to take the spacer blocks that they gave us, make sure that the angle here is on the inside. They should kind of fit with the angle of the plastics. And then also make sure your thread is here on the outside. That's what's going to bolt in. So you're going to do that, and you're going to use their new hardware that it came with to put it on. I messed up on something. You want to put your D-rings back, so before I put this down, I'm supposed to put my D-rings back in, which is cool. Gives me a couple tie-down spots. And now it looks like we're going to be using the cage structure. So it looks like we're going to be removing these and then using these washers to go in its place as we bolt the thing down. So too bad. I'll go get the socket for that and we'll get on that. So let's get these off. It might help if you go the right way. So there's that, and what it looks like we're going to be doing is there's a little spot here in the spacing, so you put these washers in to kind of help even it out before you put the bolts back on. Look like they sit right in there pretty nicely, just like that. Honestly, these are really well built. Pretty heavy duty, pretty heavy in general. Crap. And obviously really tight on the packing. So, I'll get my razor. Man, this thing's, it's heavy duty. All right. So, it's gonna go on just like that. Alright guys, now that this is installed, the biggest thing is I want to have more space in my cargo box for everything like clothes, you know, extra jackets, whatever, drone stuff, camera gear, all that kind of stuff we travel with. So that's why I wanted to put on something that gives me a little bit of extra space and will fit this cooler. So basically this cooler is plenty big for what I need. It will fit right in here. I'm so annoyed right now because these handles I got installed are actually like not in a good spot now because of the cooler. So I might move them right out here, and then this cooler will fit in perfect. It does have a couple locking straps right here, so I can tie here down the locking point if I want, or just by the handles. Make it really easy. So it doesn't go anywhere, but perfect setup for the cooler or gas tank or some extra stuff that you might need to take on a little bit of trip, firewood, whatever you want to put in here. It's going to be great for that. So I am actually really liking the new tailgate, or whatever you want to call it. Joe has it on his Honda Talon. Now I've got it on my KRX. And check out the link below in the description to Rocky Mountain, where you can pick one of these up if you're looking at doing something different for your KRX. All right, guys, that's it for the install and the product. A little bit of product review of the 2 items that we put on the KRX tonight. Simple and easy, pretty quick. And both of them, you can honestly find this setup for about 130 bucks on Rocky Mountain. And again, the link is in our description below. You can find the door bags for about 40 bucks up to $70, and the links are in the description below for those as well. You can get them at Rocky Mountain. If they don't have them, I've seen them on Amazon, and I'll provide that link as well. So there you go. That's about it. Nice and simple. Again, make sure whatever you pack in, you pack out. We want to keep the areas as clean as possible, and I know that's something that we always say at the end of our videos, but we just want to remind everybody to just clean up after yourselves and don't be a Carl.